Okay, everybody. Hi, LaKisha here. My first time on Facebook Live. I'm usually on Periscope. You can follow me there. My handle is @LaKishaRiddick. You can also follow my journey of transformation on my blog, sharemyworldshow.com. This is a little different for me, but anyway, I hope you guys join me and hear what I have to say. Like I said, I blog and I do videos about my journey of transformation. Today's day 3:30. Hey, if you're watching, I see some viewers are coming in. Give me some comments so I can greet you. Thank you for joining. I blog and I do videos about my journey. So you can go and check it out, like I said, on my blog, sharemyworldshow.com, and the videos, my YouTube channel, Share My World Show as well. So tonight, something right here. Don't you love live video broadcasting? Hey, babe. Thanks for joining. I guess you can share it out. And I guess people, okay. And I think I saw something about subscribing. I don't know if you see that somewhere. But anyway, this is new for me. But I wanted to give you some insight on some things that I'm feeling during this journey. Like I said, I'm on day 330 and I'm still learning. I'm 60 pounds down and counting. I'll tell you my update at the end of the month. I usually do my weight loss transformation updates at the end of the month so you can see more of my progress. Not just the pounds, but I'm losing the weights. That's what I'm talking about here. Not just physical pounds, but spiritual, mental, emotional weights as well. And so tonight I wanted to talk about that, the fact that, think about it, there is no shame in asking for help. I don't know about you, but do you like to ask for help? Anybody out there want to comment? I know I don't. In the past, I had pride, right? That PRIDE word, in doing things on my own, because guess what? I could trust myself. I could depend on myself. I know the kind of work that I could do, right? But to trust other people, I don't know, because you may not do it with the quality that I want it done, right? But guess what? When you have that kind of mentality, that's like, hey, I see some other people are joining in. Hey, let me know who you are so I can greet you. If you have that kind of mentality where you don't trust other people, guess what? It's rooted in fear. I know you're thinking like, how is that rooted in fear? Well, for me, it was fear of failure because I didn't want to trust somebody else to do what I felt I could do because what? I didn't want to fail, right? I didn't want to give that responsibility to somebody else. But when you do that, you also translate that type of fear or that type of feeling to God as well. I know you're like, how do you think about that? Well, let me give you some examples here. On my journey of transformation, I can't do it by myself. Even on day 330, I've realized there's still some things I cannot do strictly on my own. I do need God and I do need other people to help me, right? But when you're doing things, I see some more people are joining in. This is kind of weird here, but I appreciate you guys for joining in. I appreciate it so much. And you can share it with other people that you may think may enjoy this content. It's not just about weight loss, like I said, it's about a transformation. And it could be in anything that you want God to transform you in. Hey, I see some more people are joining in. Let me know who you are. So for me, I'm learning that I need, like I said, I need God. I need somebody else to help me. I have exercises that I'm doing. Let me tell you, these exercises are no joke. So I have to go and get help, okay? Help with form, help with some modifications, even in the time being, right? But so that I can do what I can do and God help me to do what I can't do, right? But here's the deal. If you stay stuck in the place of being ashamed or being fearful of asking for help, you're going to stay enslaved. I thought about this example here. When you had the children of Israel, you can go to the Old Testament, look up children of Israel if you're not familiar with that story. They were enslaved for 400 years, okay, before we see a scripture that they cried out to God and God remembered them and remembered the covenant that he had made with them. And then what? Sent help. And he sent help in the form of Moses to, save them, to let his people go. But I thought about that. So for 400 years, did they not realize they were slaves? What does Harriet Tubman say? She said, I freed 1,000 slaves. I could have freed 1,000 more if only they knew they were slaves. It made me think about the children of Israel. They may have been, hey, Mrs. Sora Rosalind, welcome. They may have been, thinking in terms of being enslaved was comfortable, was normal. You think about that? Hey, Sir Lynn, welcome. They may have been thinking their mindset, right, was that they were enslaved and that was okay. But something happened. Something triggered them. Yes, how you doing, Sir Rosalind? Something triggered them to say, after 400 years, wow, I don't want to wait 400 years. I'm so glad that 330 days ago, God helped me to see, you know what, I don't have to be enslaved anymore. I can be free and I can walk in my freedom. And yes, it's been a process. Yes, it's been a journey, but I am free and I'm walking in it. So you can too. But those children of Israel for 400 years, hey, Leslie, welcome. They did what? They were enslaved. Hey, Valencia, welcome. And they were enslaved in their minds, right? And they were enslaved physically until they cried out. How you doing, Sir Lynn? Until they cried out. So that's my thing. I had to cry out 330 days ago. I had to say, you know what? I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'm sick and tired of allowing these weights, not just the physical weight, but the weights that were going on inside of me, the fear, the low self-esteem, the rejection, all those things, the low self-worth, okay, lack of faith. Hey, Earl, welcome. All those things that were causing me to manifest with the physical pounds, all those things that was causing me to numb the pain with food and bad habits, okay? So when I cried out, God was able to help me. So that's why I just wanted to give you this little encouragement that you can't do this journey of transformation, whatever it is, on your own. You need help. And it's okay to ask for help, okay? I had to ask for help with the Father. I have to ask for help with other people, okay? And it's okay. God never created us to be alone. Think about it. When in Adam and Eve, he created us. Hey, Charmaine, we were what? We were created in his image, but he was walking with us. Think about those scriptures there. God was walking with them, okay, Adam and Eve. They were not by themselves. And then he created somebody on earth to be with them. So take that as your example. And here's a couple of scriptures to take with you to comfort you in order to realize that you do need help. One of my favorites is Psalm 124. The entire psalm actually is good, but look at these first two verses. I will lift my eyes to the mountains, to the hills, right? From where my help may come from. This is New American Standard. My help comes from the Lord who made heaven and earth. Hello, David even knew it, right? And this is a proverb that I read today. And I said, look at that. God was just confirming it. Proverbs 11:14, where there is no guidance, the people fall, but in the abundance of counselors, there is victory. Get you some counsel. Get you some wise counsel. You don't have to just stay stuck and doing stuff on your own. Hey, D, you don't have to be by yourself. You don't have to say, you know what, I'm going to do this on my own. You don't have to do it. Yes, there are things I have to do on my own, right? I have to put my hand to my mouth to eat. I have to get up and do my exercises. But in terms of me getting through those things, I don't have to do it on my own. Another scripture. This is another favorite one of mine. 2 Corinthians 12:9. These are my little cards. If you follow me, you can go to my Share My World Show YouTube channel and you can see my AM, PM renewal of mind routine. This is something I do in the mornings and at night. I have these cards that have a lot of my scripture declarations on them. And one of them that I declare and I personalize them, I say, I am free. I am free because God said to me that his grace is sufficient for me. His power is perfected in my weaknesses. I'll rather boast about my weaknesses so that the power of Christ may dwell in me. So what, I got to admit that I'm weak. Being weak is not a bad thing if you're a believer. Being weak is not a bad thing in general. That means you just need help, that you're not strong and could do it on your own. But I boast about my weaknesses of what? So that his power can be perfected in me. So I hope this is my first Facebook Live. Subscribe. I don't know. Do whatever you need to do to follow me. Again, you can follow me on Periscope at LaKishaRiddick, my blog, sharemyworldshow.com, YouTube channel, Share My World Show, to follow my progress and be encouraged. Hey, cuz, Melissa, welcome. And know that, again, you don't have to be alone. Ask for the help. The help is there. And believe you me, even when those children of Israel cried out after 400 years, help, that song, right? Help is on the way. Help was already there. Did you realize that? God had already orchestrated everything, right? For Moses to be born, for Moses to grow up, even for Moses to kill that Egyptian and be in the wilderness. And then what? Come back to help save them. Your help is on the way. On your horizontal with your relationships, but your help is already there too from whence you look to the hills from where your help come from. So thank you for joining me. I appreciate this new platform here for me to share sometimes. And thank you for sharing my world. Now go and share your world with others. Be blessed.